It's the Cable
I'm going to take a Mox Emerald over this recall. We just drafted a recall. You arrived just in time for a fresh draft. You did. I'm going to take this Ancient Tomb. I'm not really into any of this necessarily. Orb and Titania. You could take Titania and try and wheel Orb. I'm going to take Ancient Tomb. I'm not even like married to being a green deck, right? Could do though. Could take Bill here. I think that's reasonable. Thoughts on Opt CG? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the One Piece card game. I played it a little bit. It was like kind of fun. I considered getting into the competitive scene because their pricing was bonkers. I don't know if it still is. If I was still doing a lot more tournament grinding, I probably would have gotten on that. Are there tools to make Oath work? The times that I do Oath stuff, I'm like splashing Oath in my Reanimator decks, or I'm doing like a 3 or 4 color control deck, something that can like maybe hardcast and attracts at some point. And then you also have like flash stuff in there, a bunch of card draw and sweepers and removal spells and stuff. I'll grab Stone Forge, I guess. Alright, now we need some fetcheroos. We have Bill and Cub here. Who were my favorite One Piece characters? Oh, shit. Been a while since I was watching. I really liked Luffy's politics. I dug the main character, Ship Lady. Ooh, Ice Tail. But she kind of fell out of the story as the show went on. Well, the Zorb came back. Maybe it is the fast bomb waiting room. The new trans characters. Are you talking about the folks who are dressed like kind of dragish, or is it a different? Those ones suck. In the Japan country art, they finally did trans characters well. Okay, sure. I remember when I first saw them, I like looked up on Reddit and was like, what do LGBT folks think about these characters? And there were a lot of diverse opinions, of course. I guess I'm just grabbing Ignoble. I might be mono green. I could see it. Strip Mine Ice Till. Strip Mine Ice Till, wheel this Myco Spawn to find Strip Mine. Now we're cooking. Splash Orcish Lumberjack. I'll just throw the Force of Big in the sideboard. Or maybe want Horizon Canopy. There's a chance I play white here. I think I need something with a bit more music. A bit more movement. There's a new In Flames album. What does this thing do again? Like add some 1/1 counters around. The one time I caught In Flames live, they were touring with I'm gonna grab that Parallax Wave actually. This Figure of Fable would be nice, but I think Parallax Wave actually like answers some problems for green. Anyway, they didn't have their full lineup. They're missing one of their guitarists. And I believe it was a Slayer guitarist that was touring with them. And everybody else in the band was dressed in like flannel and blue jeans and stuff. It was a very laid back, relaxed vibe. And then the Slayer guitarist is just like, he's got that sleek like V-neck guitar, and he's wearing like a leather vest and leather pants, and he's got the super long like rock star hair, and he's doing like the swirls and stuff. Just very clear that one of the people on stage was from a different band. One of these things is not like the others. Yeah, I can't hear much bass either, Spawn. It says it's the official full album stream, though. Well, this album was from 1996. That's why it sounds fucking weird. It'd just been uploaded recently, I guess. I think the Temple Garden wheels, but I also don't really care about any of this, so I'm just gonna grab it anyway. Best In Flames album by far. I'm gonna grab this Ouroboride. Oh, I see what you did there, Bulldozer. Yeah, they must have just gotten around to uploading it. 55k views 3 weeks ago. We haven't seen a fetch. No, they cut the shitter fetches. It made the landfall critters a lot worse. Which is a bummer, because that's like the best thing Green has going for it. The shitter fetches, yeah, they had some colorless fetches in that only got basics. And they were nice, because it wasn't a fetch that you had to like first pick. So you could take like your important card and count on it wheeling. And you'd still get your fetches for your landfall cards, like Cub and Bill and stuff. Not Evolving Wilds, no. Like, they can tap for a colorless, or they would sack for 1 of 3 colors. This Grim Monolith, it's kind of just a Lotus Petal here, right? Getting us to 4 mana. Well, maybe I am playing that Stoneforge Mystic. Let's see. So Clayman has Only for the Weak. And that's about it. Come Clarity has Take This Life. I don't remember anything from Horacle. Or the album that's playing right now. They're a little before my time. I don't remember Colony either. Sense of Purpose has a few that I'm high on. Some real stinkers. I like March to the Shore. It seems like every single one of their albums, it's like, yep, there's like 1 or 2 songs I like here. Reroute to Remain was almost certainly the one that I listened to the most. Trigger and Cloud Connected. Yeah, it's probably just going to be my favorite In Flames album. Nothing Touches Jester Race. This doesn't sound good to me. I'm glad you like it. I think I'm cutting Adeline and Endearing Innocence, and then Parallax Wave will be my only double white card. Did they have a bass player for this album? Might cut Salvaging. Should probably cut Michelangelo. I don't know. We got other 1/1 counter things. Maybe I should be leaning into 1/1 counter stuff. Michelangelo and Ouroboride. That's a curve. Illegal to have bass players in non-new metal bands, right? I remember when some bands started using like random slap bass. Oh, like OTAP. I haven't heard OTAP in a million years. Thinking about if I want this Glimmer Lens or not. We have Umezawa's and Cauldra for Stoneforge, so I'd kind of just be playing it to be a solid card. I think I'll cut it. So much pain from our mana base there. I guess we have the Yavimaya, though. Smooth it out a little bit. This is 7 white and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green. I think I can do this. I think I'm gonna mull. Oh, really? That recently? Interesting. Maybe I should play their 2023 album. Was it good, Kino Wolf? Jesus fucking Christ. I've got a 2-mana 1/1 coming down soon, so I think their start's good, but I think we also have some things going on over here. Just they wait until Michelangelo comes down. Well, that's something that you'd want to play on turn 2. Old 3/4 Jorked Rabbit. Jorked Rabbit and Michelangelo probably play pretty well together. Oh, man. The exact card that's going to keep me from scooping, though. Maybe I should. Maybe I should anyway. They attack, make a bunch of tokens. I play Ursine Monstrosity. They attack, make a bunch of tokens. Then even if I land Parallax Wave, like there's too much going on, I think. What does Michelangelo do? It makes your tokens. If something would add a 1/1 counter, you get 2 1/1 counters or something. Here's like one more. Yeah, that many +1. I'm gonna scoop here. There's no way for us to get the Parallax Wave down next turn. Well, that's kind of necessary. The rabbits would come into play as 3/3s is the issue there. I'm actually going to add Wrath of God and another white source. And I'm going to cut... What if I cut Strip Mine and Ice Till? Those might just be far too slow here. I like that. Then I'm not going up to 18 mana sources. Just going to turn to this Sentinel, I think. Ocelot Pride, sure. Maybe I'm supposed to play Salvager, actually. The benefit to Salvager here over Sentinel is if we hit the green source for Ouroboride next turn, I'll have 2 bodies collecting 1/1 counters. It's probably a little bit better. If we whip on our land, though, then I'll regret not playing the Sentinel with that map action. Yeah. I'm just going to be griping about my decision to turn to the Sandstorm this whole game, aren't I? Sentinel could be good again. Cracking maps. Building board value. Sandstorm's just going to chill. Just going to sit here and stare off with my opponent's 1/1. The Jorked Rabbit cometh again. Sure. Kind of need that green source here. Each of 2 creatures. I think this card kind of sucks. You tank, you remove 2/1/1 counters, get a 2/2 and draw a card. So you keep the same amount of power and toughness. He's like split it off into another creature and draw a card. What have they done? Gaia's Cradle would have really made this deck hum. I really like serving with the Ocelot Pride as well here. Because I kind of got a double block here. We got another counter. They do not. They have a fairy mastermind. Ace up, Warren. Warren, how was the convention? You have a good time? It ruled? Fuck yeah. Oh, that's nice, JRC. You both made top 64. How many folks were there? For one, congrats. That's cool. You're not taking questions about what percentage of the field made top 64? Fair enough. Yep, got me. Why are they trying to bait me into crewing? I mean, I'll crew. Queue was 120 people. Okay. It's not bad for their first year. And there were like a bunch of different events, right? A bunch of different formats and stuff. Yeah, the wardings of Snowgeddon. Yeah. If we get to untap with this Ouroboros next turn and play the Michelangelo before the 1/1 counters, that could be sick. It would have been a lot better if the Michelangelo had been down first here, because then everything would get 2/1/1 counters, but... Portable hole, okay. What are you portable holing here? Okay, 3/3 down. Just the 4/4. Okay. Some nice Ouroboros nonsense here. Get a lot of Rage of the Machine vibes from them. Yeah. Somewhere between Rage Against the Machine and like I don't know, more typical nu metal band. Are they thinking about blocks and stuff? They have 4 critters here. Yeah. I guess they were thinking about if they had outs. Well, that game went better than the first one. Let's do that game again. I suppose maybe we can like turn to the monstrosity, or maybe we go turn to Michelangelo plus Umezawa's and just like threaten to get in. Maybe they won't have a fucking Mox Soul Ring start here. We'll have a chance to play our shit. You added Oro to your Canlander deck recently? Oh yeah, that's good enough for sure. Hey, good evening, Michael Benson. I have been sternly scolded. Fool of a Michelangelo. Ninja Turtle. Ooh, nice, Benson. I'll feel better when they're not just playing a naked Saheeli here, right? They are? I was gonna say, when I draw a real permanent white source, so that's nice. Maybe they have Solitude for me. For the Call to Complete here, I can see that. Don't really understand the Saheeli from what I've seen from their deck. These tombs, so ancient. Okay, we can beat it this game. We can oust the token and have Umezawa's chew through the original. Could play out this Guide of Souls. I think I'm gonna chill on it. Yeah, just like serve all in here. They block a shitter, like the Umezawas can kill it before regular damage anyway. I kept a 6-lander in limited the other day. I guess this is sort of limited. The frog, the frog. I almost strip mine on turn 2, and now I kind of regret not doing that. Could make Mikey a fucking 5/5 here. I'm just gonna strip. Bring it. Hope we won't get to untap other things. Damn it. Well, I suppose that was to be expected. Frog's still serving, huh? Isn't that, like, dead? Fucking clean. I'm gonna cut Salvager for Glimmerlands. Seems like a matchup where drawing an extra card might matter. Onboard lethal. Well, I needed to have another green source. So it wasn't exactly onboard lethal, but I was pretty happy about it. Michelangelo seems solid with these landfall critters. They get 1/1 counters. Wish the deck had some fucking fetch lands, right? And a Guy's Cradle. And maybe a second Mox. Oh, hey. I think I still want to turn one the Ignoble. Nah. So it's a Psychic Frog, but they only have 3 cards in hand. They must have mulled pretty low, huh? And then next turn we can Chariot and crack Mutagen token. If we want. Have I played any Ocelot Pride and Legacy? I have. Hey, Preben, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 51 months. Hey, get this monstrosity down. Mill some lands for the Ice Tilm. Oh yeah, Eric? What are you jamming? Hey, I'm just supposed to turn 2 Sentinel again. Like, same issues last game. Or, not last game, the first match. Well, fair enough. The Dr. Ziggus, yeah. Classic Simpsons bit. I remember laughing my ass off as a kid, and I, like, did not know all of it, you know? Clay's gonna Johnny my face off here. Huh. Kind of nice knowing they don't have a Solitude in hand. Oh, I tapped stupid. I should have tapped the Ignoble to crack the map. They were seriously considering sacking to kill the Ignoble Hierarchy. And then I would have had the mana to crack my second map. Maybe I should have actually cracked it on the Ice Till in case give it a 1/1 counter so it can't be pinged by Bombardment as easy. At least we got lane number 2 here. Someone got arrested at a Magic event. Yeah, I mean, there's enough Magic events bound to happen eventually, huh? What event was it, connoisseur? It's a pretty big Paragoyf. Oh, they're like throwing a fit or whatever. That's a good reason to kick somebody out. Fair enough. This Guided Soul's getting a little bit of life, not bad. Opponent doesn't really want me to untap this Giver of Runes, because then I'll be able to block the Paraguay flop easier. This Kirill seems like it'd be really sweet with Pyrogoyf. I guess it plays well with Solitude too, How's the cube going? Cube's going alright. No trophies, just some 2-1s. Yeah, Pyrogoyf attack there would be kind of bad, I think. I could have sacked the Lush Portigo and then brought it back for a Surveil, I guess. Meh. Kind of feels like they're going to serve with this janked rabbit and then copy its activated trigger and get like 6 tokens here. Let them spray around. Oh my god. They didn't copy it. Interesting. Maybe they thought they couldn't tap down blockers. But like the Guide of Souls could have been one of the things to have. Just tap the Guide of Souls and then cure all there. Look at that Overlord back here. Don't love that. Yeah, I think we get fucking drowned out by these 1-1 counters, or these 1-1s, being able to, like, block and stuff. It's kind of a big deal. We can untap the 10-10 here, but they just block with their 1-1, right? Still correct to serve, I think. Just wish it had trample, huh? I think I need to rip Parallax Wave, like, kind of specifically, but if I do rip Parallax Wave, I think I can still win this game. It's kind of specific. Considering how hard it is to get it untapped. I mean, it's doing stuff. It's doing stuff in the meanwhile, right? The Fnatic means that the 10-10 could untap here, too. It's like a pseudo-vigilance. Oh, we're copying now. Hell yeah, maple syrup. I hope hockey was fun. I activate only once each turn. Yeah, actually, Parallax Wave doesn't do it. I'm just dead on board. They 13 me and sang all their tokens. All right. Looks like I'm boarding in Wrath of God again. Actually, maybe I'll bring in Haywire Might as an answer to Bombardment. That Bombardment's fucking annoying. Kind of like Innocence as a draw engine. I don't want to cut any of this, though. You lost hockey, but anytime you got on the ice, you had fun. Nice. That's probably the important thing. I played a little bit of hockey when I was very young. And I was a very weak skater, and everybody else that was in the group, like, had been at it for a bit, despite the fact that it was, like, kindergarten. I did not last long. If they just run out Bone Crusher, I don't really like going Umezawa's equipped serve. Because they trade, and then I've just got like an Umezawa's with counters that may or may not be relevant. Nice. Oh, did I cut Strip Mine but leave fucking Ice Till in? I think I did that. God damn it. Ice Till's not very good in the deck without Strip Mine. I drew the bailout here and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. I think I was supposed to Ancient Tomb and equip that to a cat. Oh no! I gotta say, if I was the mom, I probably would have said something and not just like looked on in horror. Maybe that makes me a little judgy. Mayor of Candlelight? No. The Mayor of Candor lied. Which you can tell because it's the name of the song. And otherwise, it would sound exactly like how you were hearing it. Yeah, these cat tokens are fucking excellent. I think this is going to be my last draft of the eve. Wearing down a little bit. We're gonna hold on to this last land. We do have some landfall in the deck. I guess they're both in the graveyard, huh? The Bill and the Cub. Once has been killing everything I play. The mayor didn't actually lie. He just omitted info. Lie by omission is the worst kind of lie imaginable. Second only to little white lies that you do to protect someone's self-esteem. Those are the worst kinds of lies. Oh my god, I can't stand those. And then maybe like high treason after that one. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Unholy Diver, thanks for the sob. Some cube and LCD sound system. Yeah, not a bad combo, huh? This bear is kind of a good attacker. Unless the opponent has a planeswalker, and then it's the worst attacker of all time. I don't think so, Ride or Die. I think this is my final for the eve. My brain's kind of pootering out. Hardcast Solitude, pretty good here. We go back up to 7. I get some stupid counters. At least we have that reflection covered, so there won't be reflection copying Pyroglyph. That'd be fucked. Sure. They really want to attack. I did see Klug's reflection all time. It is slamming Calder complete and serving is a line. And I was thinking about doing it, but if something goes wrong, you kind of do just die. Which I don't love. So got rid of some scary stuff there. reads like they might have a sweeper. No reason to eat 7 damage. Yeah, just equip the Umezawas and serve in with everybody. Whenever we can Metamorph, kind of good against their Pyrogoyf, huh? I won't be able to kill their Pyrogoyf, but still be good to have your own copy. I'm gonna cut this, whatever this is. MacD holding it down. Right, so if you were gonna Cauldron complete the turn previous, you would go remove both Umezawa's counters to kill the MacD. Then you would slam the Cauldron complete and you would serve with it, and they would have to chump with one of their 2 creatures because they're only at 5 life. But if their card in hand is a relevant card, then maybe they don't have to chump with one of their creatures, and maybe you end up just fucking dying there. So that's why I did the equip, serve, and then if something had gone wrong, I could have still killed the reflection that was going to copy the Pyrogoyf. Getting some graveyard value back off the mill definitely made that line more appealing to me. Yeah, I like all these white cards. I just like the lack of white mana. Sure. Oh, right, yeah, I meant to change the I Still Strip Mine thing. Oh, well. I just won't draw it. How about that? Dying is suboptimal. I agree, yeah. I would never die. Opponent's got 3 in hand. Wasn't expecting to get pathed on turn 2. Nice. That seems bad for them. That whole chain of events happening. Very cool. Well, we got to end on a trophy with green-white nonsense, huh? It's not the worst. Let's share the love and raid somebody. Somebody out there is looking to be raided. I'm gonna send y'all over to Jorbs.